We come to you in love. We fill the space with the energies of hope. We bring in a yellow light to fill your mind, heart, and body with a gentle energy of hope, happiness, peace, and joy. We see that so many of you are experiencing challenges in life, in various ways, of course. We acknowledge that this has been a very challenging time, a time when humans are stretched, when they are pulled, when they are forced to become very real with themselves. The issue that comes forward during these challenging times are that the ego bumps into the spirit in such a way that may not have occurred in your lifetime before, that is particularly uncomfortable because the ego is required to quiet while the spirit takes over. But of course, humans have never been trained to allow for that transition. The spirit wants forward movement and expansion always. The higher self wants each person to experience heart growth, growth in understanding the self in relationship to the world. The ego wants the world to understand itself in relationship to the person. And the clash of the two of them create a chaos that can often look like everything falling apart or nothing moving forward. Now the ego is tasked with letting go of everything it thinks is the right way, the only way, the way it should be. And that is probably the most difficult thing that you all have to do, is to allow the ego to surrender and, in a way, sleep. So the challenge is to allow a very quiet higher self, a very quiet spirit, to begin to choreograph what is actually best for each person. And therein, again, the ego may step in to say, I see the direction everything is going in, so then it's going to keep going in that direction, or it should then take a detour over here, or I should make this amount of money from that, or all of the very American ideals of success. And Spirit says, all I want to do is move through a dance that has already been laid out, that will go where it goes, and no one needs to know where it's going or why even. And the whole objective is to actually allow that, and that is purpose. You understand, the ego thinks purpose has to do with monetary, materialistic success, and higher self feels purpose is merely to surrender to forward movement and expansion in any way that looks. Please note that if you are struggling financially, if you are struggling with relationships, with life, with health, with mental health, that you may conceive of that as all about being this internal spiritual struggle between ego and higher self. It is extremely challenging to even conceive of dropping all expectation and defenses, because as humans, you have never really been taught safety. You've never really been taught the unconditional kind of love that exists for you, can't not exist for you. And so without ego, without this structure of expectations, judgment, shoulds, shouldn'ts, there seems to be no foundation. Where is your foundation when it comes to surrender? Breathe and drop into your body. We are aware of each of your nervous systems responding to the suggestion of no safety. And even in the most beautiful religious traditions or spiritual tradition, there hasn't been a lack of ego. There hasn't been a true, full surrender. Because as humans, you haven't been actually capable of that until now. So as you breathe here for a moment, ask your body to surrender into the chair, into this room, to your breath and the beat of your heart, without the need for anything more. This is the ultimate truth and the ultimate foundation. The truth of the higher self resides inside the cells of the body and the DNA that you carry. You cannot be separate from the energy of Source because it exists in your very cells. In some ways, these cells have been more squashed than they should be based on emotional debris within the family, the lineages, and the self. As you become very quiet and really practiced in surrender, the emotional debris gently wafts and washes away, and there's more opportunity for light and expansion within the cells. And this is what many refer to when they refer to perfect health. But within this perfect health, as we will call it, comes perfect alignment to life and the flow of life. What if you said yes to everything? Just feel that in your system, the idea of saying yes. Feel this subtle expansion within you. Notice how the body feels and then what your mind says. The mind needs to name and therefore control. And we ask that you slowly begin to move away from the need to even understand everything. Because many things are more understandable in hindsight than even in the present moment. The only thing to really clearly understand within you are the yeses. So as you witness change, and there will be much change, more even than you've witnessed so far, more change coming over time. Try, if you can, to withhold judgment that asks you to fall into the polarity of good and bad, right and wrong, and breathe into the opportunity to grow and expand in ways that you actually can't yet imagine. Because as things change, we move into brand new, we move into never before seen. There is no way to imagine what that might look like, or how you might respond, or where you might end up. But we will tell you that the profound amount of love pouring into these experiences is beyond anything you've ever experienced before. And that all change, even if it looks like disruption or destruction, is that to bring in more of the vibrations that are higher. There will be moments in time when people will change quickly, suddenly, shockingly, for the better. A wake-up that is about to occur. Eyes open, watch it. Say yes. Say yes. Feel into what no longer serves you. Media, politics. Allow it to exist without you. So we fill the room now with a high vibration that is designed to attune you out of fear, attune you to the present moment that is every moment. And the present moment is designed and built to shift, change, move, grow. The ego asks for sameness, safety, structure. And we tell you now, if you are only focused on those, this will be a very difficult next few years for you, even next few months. So again, drop in and breathe as we help the nervous system receive this very positive information, this very bright light in what has been a dark time. We welcome you all, and we are honored that you chose yes this evening. So there, pouring the energy in, just feel it moving down through your spine. Notice any changes and relax into it. And notice too if there are any places in you that resist the energy, resist your breath. And now they're bringing in a beautiful crystallized light that it looks to have a little yellow in it as well, and moving it through the body and into the cell. With this light comes a slight sense of positive expectation, like, ooh, something's about to happen. See if you notice that. And now I'm seeing like a really light purple entering in from the corner on the left of the room and just coming in a honeycomb shapes. And I think that this energy is helping our bodies to relax into an energy from the planet that's become kind of like a little shaky. There's like a stressful energy from the earth that we're not always quite aligned to. And this honeycomb shape energy is coming in to help us really allow that frequency from the earth to feel much more comfortable in the body. So just see if we feel any subtle differences as this is happening. So just another minute or two more of alignment and attunement. And I'm anchoring that down now. And I'm seeing in my mind's eye almost like from the movie The Matrix, like how everything is really quite two-dimensional, but we're built to witness it three-dimensional. And they're showing me how we're all just sort of running a program that they are fine-tuning for us. And I feel the energy now sort of waning and softening. So as they are complete with that, just take your time and come on back whenever you're ready.